Hi, welcome back. Behind me here, got the Cader Idris. Beautiful mountain. And what an amazing sight this is, it's absolutely stunning. You look around, we set up camp last night. You know, we had to move, basically because it's bank holiday weekend. And we needed somewhere to stay. Because basically the site was completely booked that we was on. So we came to this site because I knew it'd be empty. Been here quite a few times before. Go to the side, got the sheep roaming about. The only thing, you just gotta watch out for the sheep poo a little bit, there's quite a lot of it. But this is our camp we set up last night. And today, I'm gonna introduce you to another really cool piece of my kit. This piece of kit, I absolutely love it. Next, doing breakfast, especially when there's a few of you, really easy. I've got my little fire set up here. Now what we've got, basically it's a cast iron griddle. On one side, it's got the ridges, and the other side it's perfectly flat. All I've done, I've got some coals going, some barbecue coal. There's a mixture in there because I just had a few empty bags. Well, half empty bags with just a few bits in. So I've got some briquettes, I've just got some normal charcoal as well. Now, oh, this site's amazing, it's stunning. You look out, especially on the sunsets, because the mountain changes colour as the sun sets. The sun, as it sets, is facing right on the mountain, and you get all the purples, you get oranges, you get, I'm gonna make a video. If we get a sunset tonight, I'll video it and I'll try and put it inside this stream. Okay, so what we've got, basically, I'm gonna sit down here and look at the sheep, little lambs everywhere. Little lambs, they'll probably come and get involved because they keep running over and saying hello. Okay, so what I've got some charcoal set up. Okay, got a little fire going there. I've got a few charcoals in there just in case it starts going cold. Okay, and I can just pop a few charcoals in. It's a very simple setup. Cast iron griddle plate. You can pick these up anywhere. You know, I can't remember where this particular one comes, but I know I bought them for other people as presents at Christmas time. And basically, somewhere like Aldi sell them for about 30 quid. It'll last you a lifetime. It is cast iron. All you've got to do now and again, what it'll do, if you leave it, it will go rusty. Just like the potato oven I did in one of my previous videos. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link on it. So yeah, so basically, I've got a little bit of a fire going. I had a fire last night, so some of the logs that are left over. What is great about this site, it's so easy to find stuff to cook on. So you look in the field there, there's broken branches all over the place. There's a tree there that's down. I can pick that up later on, and that's my fire for tonight. But right now, let's get on with it. Let's make some breakfast. So, like I say, I've got some coals in here. I can top up whenever this starts getting cold. But there's enough life in that to get me right through cooking at least 4 eggs. You know, it does 2 people very, very well. But basically, if there's 4 of us, 2 of us will cook our breakfast. Like, say I got my son with me, I'll cook my breakfast with my partner, he'll do his breakfast with his partner. But here we go. So what I'm going to do, this is already hot, it's really hot. So you'll see the liquid on there, that's just basically vegetable oil. Just get my gloves on. There we go. Let's just move that over the coals. Now, this is already hot. Now, ideally, you want it as flat as you can. But, you know, it can't... Oh, ooh, that's not bad, that's not bad. I do like this little runoff here, because that will collect your vegetable oil. And that is your main trick. So basically, I'm just going to add a little bit more there. And then I'm going to get my little spatula here. Multi-tool spatula, it's a saw, it's everything else. There we go. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to spread the oil around the griddle. Now I'm seeing little bubbles there. If you get any bits on it, all you got to do is get your spatula and just flick them off into the fire like that. So let's have it. Oh, this heat there already. This heat there already. Yeah, that's lovely. Just gonna push these the bits of charcoal there underneath. Now what'll happen with this, and what's good when it happens, is you'll have, oh, you can hear it sizzling, okay? You'll have a hot spot, and then you'll have cooler bits. Now, obviously, you're cooking sausages. I'll tell you what we've got here, first of all. We've got a few sausages in there. We've got some mushrooms. We've got some eggs. We've got some black pudding. And then we've got some bacon as well. I am actually going to go and find a tomato, but I don't need that straight away. I'll just get the sausages on first. So what we're going to do, right, are we warm? Yeah, we're quite fairly warm. Now, doesn't matter if you're red hot. Now that's not sizzling, but it'll do me. Because that way, as it comes to temperature, it'll start to sizzle, and then I'm going to pop the bacon on. Whoa, it always happens. Not the muck off, it's only a bit off the coals. Right, there we go. So I'm just going to give my sausages a quick stab. Now obviously that's not quite to temperature because they're not sizzling, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them on there. When they start browning, then it's time to put the bacon on. So, little holes, yeah. So while that gets to temperature, I'll see you in a second. Right, there we go. It's now up to heat. You can see getting a little bit of colour on my sausages. So at this point, I'm going to throw my tomatoes on. I'm just going to go quickly face downwards, like so. Move the egg ring out of the way. These are brilliant. I love these. Super, super cheap. But I tell you what, they make all the difference. So there you go. There's the tomatoes on sizzling. Nice thing is, everything you put on this just adds flavour. So your sausages, you know, you're getting, you know, I mean, these are Cumberlands, so obviously they've got plenty of flavour as it is. But then you got your tomatoes here, adding flavour to the plate. So everything you cook on there just keeps adding flavour. So it's a breakfast like you've never had. It's got so much flavour coming from everything. And nice thing is as well, you don't have to have your coals white. Normally, if you do a barbecue, your coals, you've got to wait for your coals to turn white before you cook on it. With this, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've got a coal there. You know, it's still black. It's only little bits of white on it. So that doesn't matter on this because your fats are not dripping onto the coals. And it's just a very simple way. Right, now then, we've got them tomatoes. Like, as I was saying before, you'll get a hot spot, or you want a hot spot. So basically, I want it hot in the middle, yeah? Because that's where most of my cooking's going to be doing. So most of my coals are in an area of this. There are coals to the ends, but most of them are concentrated in this area. Show you how it's set up. It's just leaning on a stone. I've got another stone at the back to support the back. I've got it slightly angled this way. The reason I've got it slightly angled this way is so I can get my spatula, I can put oil on, but also I can scrape off the fat down into the trough at the bottom. Scrape off, you know, you'll get bits of, you can see there, bits of dust blowing off the fire. And you can scrape them off and collect them on the back of your thing, scrape it into the fire. Right, now then, right, them sausages are sizzling away, the tomatoes are sizzling away. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we're getting some colour. Absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm going to stick the black pudding on now. Obviously, the hot spot, as you can see, if I move a sausage to the end, it ain't going to sizzle as much. So what I'm going to do, because everything's different thicknesses, you know, your bacon's going to cook a bit slightly quicker than your sausages are. So when I've got kind of a bit of colour on my sausages, I'm just going to move them to the end where it's cooler. It's simple as. So there we go. I'm just going to move them down a little bit. Oh, you can feel the hot spots wherever you move your sausage to. Yeah. I'm just going to move them tomatoes to the side a little bit. Now then, on with the black puddings. Couple of black puddings there. Like I say, all these flavours all kind of mix up. They all get little bits of glazes. Got this boiling away down here. That's really hot. See, I know there's a real hot spot there, so if I want to cook something a bit quicker, I'll just put it to there. Right, so. But what happens is we cast down. It spreads the heat. The whole thing gets hot. So basically, a hot spot will develop there, but it radiates the heat outwards. And the heat coming off that is pretty damn good. Especially on a cold day. It's not that cold today. Well, there we go. Right, I'm going to pop the bacon on now. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. I got a little lamb. Isn't that cute? Isn't that gorgeous? Hello. Hello. Are you coming over? No. I'm going to wander down there and eat some grass. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right. Anyway, see, easily distracted out here. You're in the mountains. You know, we're quite high up actually. The top of that mountain is around about 3,000 feet. It's the last mountain in Snowdonia. You're right at the bottom of Snowdonia here. So yesterday we was up on Snowdon, which is kind of northern Snowdonia. And today, like I say, we're on Cader Idris. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But what a beautiful mountain. It's great to climb as well. What's really good about this area, oh, I better put this bacon on. Let's move the sausages. You can, oh, look at that. See, that's how hot it is. Kind of nearly burnt that sausage by chatting. So I'm going to move them to a bit of a colder area. Okay, so we know this bit here is very hot. Yeah, I'm just going to move them, ow! Move them black puddings down a bit. I just got a bit of a, you have to move them coals back a bit. There we go. See, leave a little air hole, that's it there. I had some really good coals there. I kind of just want a bit further back, so just to readjust it a little bit. So here comes the bacon. Right, we've not got much bacon left. There's a freezer at the last campsite and we forgot to get it out of the freezer. Now then, it's that sort of miscut bacon stuff. So you tend to get little pieces, which is better when you're doing this, to be honest with you. You can kind of get little areas for each piece. There we go. Again, I'm just going to move... I've got them in my hand. Move my black pudding down a bit. Ooh, that one's sticking. Just so we can get the bacon. Oh, we're sizzling now. There we go. Listen to that. Again, nicely in a hot spot there. See how quick that changed colour. And what we're going to do, we're going to cook the bacon off a little bit. And then again, we're going to move that to a cooler spot. There we go, sizzling, sizzling. The smell of that is absolutely, I'm starving, I really am hungry. There we go. Now let's turn over the black puddings. Boom, oh yes. Right, now I'm going to turn my tomatoes. Yeah, it's got a bit of charring on there, don't worry about it. It is clean, it's nice and hot, any bugs will, yeah, no. Now, what I'm going to do, what I like to do with my tomato, at this point, I'll season it. Try not to season anything else. You never know with bacon, sometimes it's a little bit salty. So we put it on. There we go. Let's have a look. Now, one of the reasons to do it this way is these are already on the go, so they're going to cook. They're in a cooler spot. So they're going to cook slowly now. And all you got to do is just remember to keep turning them every now and again. Let's turn the bacon again. There we go. Absolutely lovely. One cool one. Not very healthy. But if you get a slice of bread when you've finished, just whap some more oil on. A slice of bread, face down, yeah. It'll look a bit peculiar, you'll have bits of black bits on it. Bit of salt, a bit of garlic, powdered garlic. Put your bread on it. It's like fried bread. But it's got that garlic and a bit of salt on. Instant garlic bread at breakfast. Garlic bread, alright. No, it's cool. I do that. It's just some stuff I do. Right, if you notice there, this bacon here is cooking quicker than that bacon. Yeah. So basically, we've got a cooler spot at the back, which is good to know later on. I'm just going to get a piece of coal and just move it a little bit back, so I've got a little bit more heat. There we go. So I'm just going to swap. I want it evenly cooked, so I'm just going to bring them little pieces down a bit to get them on that real hot spot. Move that one up because you pretty much, you know, I've got the eggs to do. I'm going to put the mushrooms on in a second, so this can be moved to a cooler spot. There we are. Do you know, I'm going to have to put a piece of wood in now. I'm losing my little fire a little bit. I'd just like to smolder that away. When I grabbed these logs last night, they were absolutely soaking. Bearing in mind, we've had 3 days of solid rain. So sometimes cooking with, you know, I'm going to make steak and kidney pudding for tea tonight. Steak and kidney pudding, camping. It's going to be a big one. It's going to do 2 people. And what I'm going to do it in the Afghan kazan. Steak and kidney pudding with jacket potatoes, camping. First time I've ever tried it, never done it before. But do you know what? That's going to be in the next video. So I'm going to make this video, I'll render it all out, I'll get it posted. You know, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see this next video of the steak and kidney pudding, just hit that like button, subscribe, and if you subscribe, it helps us, and it's a brand new channel, this. Literally, we're a month in. And basically we're travelling around beautiful places, amazing places, cooking, camping. I mean, we're pretty much wild camping here. I won't call it wild camping, but it's pretty much wild camping, and I'm really enjoying it. And today is getting up and waking up to that mountain, absolutely stunning. The sheep all around us. Yesterday we arrived at the sheep, the welcoming party was absolutely, the sheep just came running to us. We've not even got out the car. Fantastic. Right, there we go. Let's get that bacon turned over. Now then, okay, let's have a look at this bacon. Yeah, we're cooking nice. I'm going to move that now just over a little bit. Right, so I'm going to check out these black puddings. Now we know the back there and these sides are a bit cooler, so nothing. I can start the next bit of the cooking process, and we're not going to burn it. You know, we can always go back to the hot bit. Ooh, get the old scraper. Right, I'm just going to scrape off here where some of that black pudding has stuck. And all I'm going to do, click it to the edge, wipe it off. So there we go, click it to the edge and wipe it off. Now then, get a bit of oil. In fact, do you know what? I'm just going to add a bit of fresh oil. Basically, normal. Well, actually, this is a mixture of olive oil and is it a blend of vegetable? Oh yeah, 15% of pure olive oil. I don't like using olive oil, but basically it's all I had with me. I normally use olive oil on the salad dressings and what have you. So there we go. Let's just put a bit more oil on there. Just gonna roll in. There we go. And on there now, I'm going to add my mushrooms. Oh, they're going a little bit low, but never mind, we've got plenty of them. So, let the mushrooms on. Mushrooms will shrink like anything, so it might look a lot there. But I don't like the stalks. There we go. Flip the stalks off. Right. Okay. Now then, they're not chopped proper, these. Sacked whoever chopped the mushrooms. Right. There we go, we got our mushrooms on. We're running out a bit of space here, aren't they? But no worries. Oh, these sausages, they're cooking rather nice. You've got to keep an eye on them. You've got to make sure you don't burn them. Look at that, mushrooms sizzling away in this oil. I mean, I don't know what you put on your full breakfast. You can put hash browns on here as well. You know, hash browns do really well.
Potato cakes?
Potato cakes, yeah, that was a favourite of my son when he was little. Absolutely loved his. There were some potato cakes now. Potato cakes, he used to call them. You know, you can make your own potato cakes. You know, you cook a bit of extra potato the night before, just add a bit of flour to that. You know, if you've done a big pot of mash and it's not been eaten, keep it. Have it for your breakfast. Keep turning them. See what's great on these? Hot dogs. You get your onion. Fry off your onion because it caramelizes nicely. And then just put your row of hot dogs. Get a couple of, you know, if you've got a big group of kids with you, you know, they come out and they're doing, you know, the orienteering, they're doing the river walking, and you know, I used to do BMXing and we was part of the BMX club. I used to have to travel around the country with 20 kids. Now, at some point in the day, these kids are going to get hungry, you know. So basically, we take a load of burgers with us, a couple of the jars of hot dogs, boom, straight on with onions, yeah. And then kids were fed for just a few quid. When you go to these sort of BMX meets, these organised things, yeah, there's burger vans, these hot dog stalls, there's everything. Great, it's cool, but it's bloody expensive. When you're looking at £3.50 for a hot dog, and you can get a jar for about £1.50. All you need is a few breads, and the kids are happy. They're not bothered whether it comes from an hot dog van or it's done on here. Right, there we go. Oh, they're doing well. They're doing well. Let's keep watching it. Let's just check on the black pudding there, because it is in a hot spot. Oh, that's doing well as well. Oh yes. Oh yes. I could do with moving them to the end and swapping them with the bacon. Let's keep moving it round. There we go. Look, we're building a breakfast. We are building breakfast. There we go. So we've got our bacon. Now if you look, the hot spot really has appeared there, yeah? I'm just going to slap the bacon there. Just get that bacon getting a little bit more. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of move my mushrooms to the top because they're cooked pretty much. And I've got to do my eggs in a second. I don't want my eggs in a total hot spot. I don't want to burn, but they do tend to burn a little bit on the bottom. Have we got sheep again? Oh yes, all the sheep are here. So right, there we go. Bacon. Oh, bacon's looking lovely. Right, so just a quick up with the bacon there. Let's just check the sausages aren't burning. They're actually cooking quite nice there. Just turn them so we don't get burnt sides. There we go. How cool is that? You will get bits of black, but it doesn't really matter, does it? You know. Occasionally, if you've got a fire going like this, I just keep my fire going. Just so if I need some more charcoal, I've got several pieces of charcoal in the front there. I can just throw them under. But there we go. Right. Bacon's there. Ah, I didn't put the kettle on. Right, give me a second here. I'm just going to go off. My breakfast here is nearly ready, and I've realised I haven't got a brew to go with it. You've got to have a brew to go with your breakfast, haven't you? Right, so I can leave that for a few minutes. It'll take me 2 minutes to put the kettle on. And then when that's boiled, time to cook, well, that's boiling, time to cook the eggs. And then breakfast time, isn't it? Catch you in a minute. Right, I just quickly whap the kettle on there. Takes 2 seconds, Kelly Kettle takes 2 seconds to light. It's a pretty cool piece of kit. I did a bit on the Kelly Kettle on a video 3 videos back. But again, I've not really gone into it. And there's so many things like the hobo stove and the little grill that you can buy with these things. These things are amazing. They come in 3 sizes. But again, I'm going to make a full video. I'm going to take it up. And you know, there's a beautiful lake up the top there, right on the top of the mountain. There's another gorgeous lake just at the top of there. I might take it up there and then get the hobo stove out, what have you, and show you how easy it is. I mean, you just stick that in your rucksack, put the water in it, take it. You know, you'll find sticks, you'll find pine cones, you'll find everything. Oh, I think that bacon is pretty much there. Time to do the eggs, I think. Right, so yeah. So if you want to watch that, if you want to watch the video on that, again, subscribe and you'll get notified. Just a little sort of red square in the bottom corner. You know, I will put links. Like I say, I've not made the video yet. I've not actually filmed it yet. But if you want to watch that, and I've kind of got a bit more detail into the Kelly Kettle and the advantages of that, and I don't carry gas anymore. It's a long time since I carried gas. You know, I'd run out and you'd be somewhere, there's no camping shops, there's no, you know, you can't get any gas bottles, you're stuck. Number of people, I mean, twice this week, someone's said to me, have you got a spare can of gas I can buy off you? I'm sorry, I don't use it, you know. When you do find it, because people carry these heaters in the tents that use gas bottles, so they've got the gas for cooking and it gets really cold and they end up putting that gas bottle in the heater. Next morning they've got no gas to make a brew, you know. I'll often bet loads of people brews with this thing. So easy, just collect me a couple of twigs, I'll put some water in, there you go, you've got a nice hot brew, you know. People are grateful for it as well. They get up first thing in the morning and it's absolutely soaking outside, and you know. Anyway, right, let's get on with the eggs. Right, all I'm going to do with the eggs, I'm just going to clear off this again. Just give it a scrape. See the black coming off there. Now, you can just, you know, you can stick your eggs straight on that. The only thing is, you'll end up with black on the bottom of your egg. I don't mind it. My son hates it. If you've got an egg that's a bit black, not eating it. Right, so there we go. Sausages, the bacon's done, the black pudding's done. All we've got left is the eggs. So there we go. 2 egg rings. You don't need to use an egg ring. I like it. It's nice and neat. It looks good. And that's it. Because if you crack an egg on there, it will cook absolutely perfect. But it'll go everywhere. Yeah? Messy breakfast. But, you know, you can have a messy breakfast. Again, always have the pieces of kindling handy. The Kelly Kettle goes out. I can always pop another one in, yeah? So I'm guaranteed me brew. Okay, let's get this right. Now then, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get this, I'll put it down, hang on. I do prefer the little bristlier bushes. I don't always use this, but I like the bristlier brushes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to coat, I mean I can use this, like that. There we go. I want to coat the inside of the ring with a bit of this excess oil. And what that'll do, in fact, don't need to put any more oil on that. That is sufficient. But what we kind of want to do is seal the egg as it goes in. So it's not going to run from underneath the ring. Right, there we go. Right, get an egg. The old knife out. Let's pop the egg in. Here we go. Boom. Nice. Wiggle it round a bit, try and seal it as it's going in. There we go, pop the yolk in, lovely. Next egg, can't reach. There we go, boom, and in we go. Seal it round a little bit. Now bear it. Oh, I broke that one. Never mind. And the real... Oh, never mind. I hate it when I break an egg. Well, there we go. That's the eggs on. And then what we're going to do, once it starts to form white around the edge, I'm just going to get the knife in and we're just going to trim it round. Ooh, that was a bit too soon. Right, so, okay, love your breakfast. Let's just check everything else while we're here, because we've got lots of room. There we are. We'll turn the black pudding. We'll move on to potatoes. They're tomatoes. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Right, sausages are doing nice. They're not burning. Again, that's a cooler area. The hot area right now, your eggs are in it. Okay. We'll just move this bacon down here a bit. Because what I'm going to want to do in a minute is kind of move the eggs from the hot bit to a cooler bit so they cook throughout without burning. Okay. There we go. Oh, canola lambs behind me home. Oh, dead chilled out them, aren't they? Look at them, beautiful. Oh, we've got mother. One at mum's coming over here. What's she up to? No, we're not going to eat your babies. They look very nice. They go well in the old kazan. We're about 3 hours, not even that, take 2 hours in that. Anyway, here we go. Right. So, boom, 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 boom. See what I mean? You're separating the egg from there. Oh, got people walking behind us. So let's just move that out of the way. And I'm just gonna, oh, sometimes you can just slide, ooh, I can, there we go. We can slide it over like that. See if we can slide this one. This one's gonna carry because it's got, oh, there we go. Just slice that off. Go back to the fire, there we go. Right, now then. So them eggs now are gonna cook quite nicely, quite happily. They're in a cooler part. So basically, it's gonna cook sort of rather than just cooking the bottom, the heat's gonna come through and it's gonna cook, okay? So what we can actually do, anything that's in a cooler area and you want a blast with heat, this is the time to do it. It's kind of evenly spread. There is a hot spot here, but it's fairly evenly spread. Let's just, I didn't separate that from the ring. So once you've separated that from the ring, you can actually tell, I'm just going to leave it for a second because it's still quite wet on the top of that egg. What you can do is flip them over. You'll tend to have, it'll tend to be a bit black when you do that because obviously is you know, some of the carbon off the rest of the food that we've been cooking is on there. So let's just throw some bits in just to finish them off. Start with the black puddings. You know, if it starts cooling down underneath, it's especially if you're using briquettes. Bit of a runny nose. Right, if you're using briquettes, all you do, oh, I've used my spatula. Idiot, picked the wrong one up. It's this that you needed. And just, what it'll do, it'll knock the dust off your briquettes and it kind of boosts the life of them again. And basically gets hot. Right, I'm going to disappear, get something to wipe this with because I've got ash all over it. I can't believe I've stuck that under instead of the pincers, but give me 2 seconds, I'll be back. Right, okay. Can't believe I did that. Anyway, I've just wiped it off, bit of kitchen roll. Okay, so, oh, right, we're well done there with the sausages, okay. Right, superb, let's get that. Right, time to serve up. That egg's still a bit runny on the top, but I don't mind. Samantha doesn't like hers runny. What do you want? Which one do you want?
I'll have the splattered one.
This, you want the broken one? There we go. Just turn it over like that, just to get the runny bits. I don't mind it being a little bit runny, so there we go. There we go. Okay, so there you go. That's cooked on that side. If you want a little bit runny, now 2 things you can do. You can flip it. Yeah. But I don't want to break it. I like a runny egg. Okay, so there we go. Right, we're all set. Oh, the kettle's coming to the boilers at the same time. How perfect was that? Okay. Right, let's serve up. Just flip that kettle off because that is making a racket. Whee! There we go. Okay. So let's serve up. Couple of the old plates got a bit of a mess on the plates. Right, here we go. Let's get off. 1 black pudding, 1 egg, served on the black pudding. Look at this. That is absolute perfect size, isn't it? A couple of sausages. I'll have that burnt one. Right, bit of bacon. There you go. Do you want a tomato?
No, thank you.
No tomato. Do you want mushrooms?
No, of course I do.
Of course you want mushrooms. Right. Nice blast of mushrooms on there. There we go. Now, that there, I'm going to have the tomatoes. But what a cracking little breakfast. Very simple, on a very simple to use bit of kit. So, and we've got a hot kettle. Let me just show you the Kelly kettle. Let's just, there we go. Took about 2 minutes to boil. Got the famous Kelly kettle. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to pour that. 2 copies ready as well. Do you know, we've not used any gas. All we've used is a little bit of charcoal. You can do it with wood, you know, you can go out there and then bit of milk in there. Okay, right, so that's your breakfast. And basically, if you're not carrying charcoal, you know, we just use wood for the Kelly kettle. You can get out in there, find all the twigs. Nice breakfast. Okay, later this afternoon I'm going to do a full steak and kidney pudding in the Kazan. Jacket potatoes in little potato oven. Just using these pieces of wood that I've got in front of me right now. They'll probably smoulder all afternoon. But right now I'm going to tuck into my breakfast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. You know, remember, if you want to see more of this, click subscribe. Please leave a comment. If you don't like the video, please leave a comment. If you like the video, fair enough. Also, I'm interested in, you may use these items to go out in the field yourself. I mean, I love living out here. This is me, you know. Or you got recipes, or you got some cool gadget no one else has got. I mean, people come up to me all the time. They see me Kelly kettle. What's that? And, you know, once you've used one, you're kind of a bit converted, really. But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. And please come again.